Hello friend and welcome to the slowest sim driving channel on YouTube. Hey, join us today on a destruction circuit because quite frankly I'm really missing Fail Racer's BeamNG driven to destruction series, so I figured I'd get out there and destroy some vehicles on this. It's quite a new ultimate endurance track. You might have seen it knocking around on YouTube, but it's getting updates all the time, and we're going to see how far we can get these particular vehicles. We're starting off with a Ibishu 200BX, the original Ibishu, the proper Ibishu. Let's get going. And we're going to see just how far around we can get. Before the car gets too beaten up, let's talk about what we've got here. We've got a very sweeping left-hander, which is blind, and that goes into 3 speed humps. That's a bit of a suspension test. Then we've got millions of speed humps. Look at this lot. Wow. Okay, and at some point we have to level off, get past here. Bit of an accuracy test, which is all nice. We've got some sand out here, which I don't really want to get stuck in because it's sand and nobody wants that. And we've got some rock fall here, which is interesting. It's a bit of a steering test. Obviously, I'm not going flat out with my pedal to the metal, but got to be a sensible amount of speed. We can't just tiptoe through it. Let's say we're trying to get somewhere in a hurry. Oops, that's a hubcap gone. Sorry, hubcap. Those things, they're sharp. You have to be very careful with them. Don't go over too quickly. But, go over quickly enough to say that we're not dawdling. We've got some posts, and we've got some posts sticking out the wall. I don't know in what world we'd have this sort of configuration of wood. There we go. Some jumps. Hey! Oh, didn't want to land there because that is not the place you want to land. Oh, I knew we've made the Ibishu look very sporty. That's great. Let's crack on. Got another jump just here. So stay right on that jump. That's the watchword. Is this something a bit sharp, or is this just this is just to give us some ground clearance? Oh, let's not go into that wall because it looks a little bit hard. And hard wall, squishy car. It's only going to end one way, isn't it? Okay, so we're through the jumps. Oh no, we're not. There's one more. Car's pulling to the right, so I think something's bent or towing the wrong way. That was a little bit epic. Nothing's showing on the damage graph there, so nothing's damaged too badly. Oh, that's muddy. Okay, keep going. And we'll get back into the dry stuff. Is that the end of the lap? I've got wood. Definitely got wood. Okay. Oh, we've got a little bit of a yumballard. Not a lumberyard, it's a yumballard. Oh, try not to hit that. And we've got some wood lumps. A big wood lump. And a big ramp. Go on, Epic Air. Into some water. Engine is damaged. Although there's nothing on the damage display that says the engine's damaged. So it must be something very, very superficial that we don't have to worry about too much at this time. A bit of a steering test here. Steering is more or less okay apart from it falling to the right, but we can overcome that. We're all adults here apart from the ones who aren't. There we go. Nice banked corner. Some bumpy stuff, because we all like bumpy stuff. Oh, that was not great. I'll try and land the car as flat as possible. We've got some water here, which is good. I suppose if we're going to some overheating issues towards the end of the lap, there's a little bit of respite. Go on, car. Go on, push your way through. Not cooling the brakes. I thought it might cool the brakes, but it's really not doing it. So that's a surprise. 1.8 miles, so it's about a 1.8 mile lap. Ooh, go on, get around that corner. We're not really steering as well to the left as I'd like us to. I'm not sure which part is bent. I think it's that front right wheel that we hit early on. Try to steer as well as we can. Cockpit not looking great. It's a little bit cramped there where the driver is. He's going to have to sit very low in his seat. Or her seat. Whoops. And the car is very squirrely, which is making it very interesting for getting around these rocks. We shall press on. Could even be that rear right wheel towing out a little bit. And while I was looking at that, I completely forgot where I was and ended up hitting one of those. Oh! And that's it. The car now sounds like a real car. No more of that farty Nonsense. Onto the bridge. Not really a bridge, is it? What would you call this? I don't know. I would call this a bunch of wood sticking out the ground. Let's not make the same mistake we made last time with these jumps that are coming up, because I don't want to make things even harder for the driver. Oh, oh, ow, oh. Steering wheel sticking through the windscreen now. That's a whole new way of driving. But only the cool kids can do that, as I'm sure you're aware. You're one of the cool kids. I'm sure you drive with the steering wheel sticking out of your windscreen. Oh, perfect 360. Just did that for the content, you know, on purpose, of course. Hooray. Now we're making progress. Heading back down to the Yumballard. Whoa, what are we doing? I think we can assume the suspension is... suspension has had it. At least on the right side. I think the suspension on the left side seems okay. That front right is definitely sitting very low. Whoa, that was nearly, you know, an impact that we hadn't been expecting. Here's some impacts that we are expecting. See if we can drop the car into the water. There you go. Nice soft landing. Didn't damage the engine this time. It's all good. Hey, we're doing all right. The 200BX, it's doing its job and all that. Oh, that was a little close. A little bit tight through here. That was a handy jump. Very fortuitous. Landed us pointing in the right direction. Around the bank corner. Into the lumpy stuff. There's the lumpy stuff. Hi, lumpy stuff. And that's a tree where we're heading towards. That's a very strong branch. Can we find reverse? Oh, the car looks so good. We've made it sound sporty. We've made it look sporty. Oh, wow. This is a great way to improve a car. So now you know. Just missed that water for some reason. If you go outside and you look at your car and you think, that car's not sporty enough, now you know how to do it. Smash the front end in with some wood. Break the exhaust pipe off. Hey, when did we lose the rear bumper? I didn't even notice that was gone. So he was looking at all the other damage. Oh, yeah. Something's not right at the back end. It's that rear right wheel. That's at a very strange angle. So we've got to be a bit more careful on corners. Let's go. Rear wheel drive as well, so that's more fun and games. That would definitely explain why the car is pulling to the right. It's because that rear left is pushing the car to the right. Oh, we'll get through here. Can we get through? Eee. Okay. It's all good. We've got this covered. Go, go, go. Come on, car. Come on. Oh, just drifted a little bit too much to the right. And that has given us a big issue with that front right wheel, which is not steering. The car just didn't want to go over to the left. And, well, you saw what happened. Rocks happened. It's okay. We can still steer to the right. Better than ever, in fact. If this was some sort of crazy anti-clockwise speedway vehicle, then it'd be amazing. I just can't avoid these. I can't steer around them. It's just not steering to the left properly at all. Come on. I'm on full lock to the left at the moment. As you can see there by that front wheel. But it's okay. We're still making it. Maybe I can steer on the handbrake. Who knows? Oh, this car isn't going much further unless we found its real niche. Ooh, brake. Yeah, we've got some major steering problems here. Go on, car. Oh, look at that crabbing. Like a Formula E car after a very minor bump. We don't want to go down there. That's not our route. Go this way. I think it may be over for this car. Unless we can get a sensible speed back up. I don't think we can. I think this car's had it. Nothing more we can do with it. We move on to the Gavril Blue Book. This is the four-door sedan. It's a bit of a classic, this one. Looks like it's built like a tank. Let's see how we do. This is the softest suspension ever. I assume we can just run over absolutely everything and I won't even feel it. Here we go. Look at that. The car barely flinched. That's impressive. This could be one of those cars that goes straight to the top of the tables and just sits there, or it could be one of those cars that just has something really random happen to it. And these big American muscle cars, they tend to have drive lines that are made of glass, you know, because you've got to keep these things light. Keeping muscle cars light is, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why the drive lines are so weak on these cars, but they are. Here we go. Can't really avoid that one whilst maintaining speed. Got some here to go over as well. All right, and we're into the... I don't know what to call these sections. If you can think of anything to call these sections, then you go right ahead. The oil pan is damaged, so that is already going to be an issue. We're going to be leaking oil. It's a pity there's no visual representation of that on the ground. It would be nice to know how fast we're leaking the oil. But, you know, if the engine starts to overheat, we know why. It's okay. We're still in it. Engine oil critically low, so we've done a number on this car already. We've got some smoke already. So the car I thought was going to show us all how it was done, well, it's showing its age. Oh, there we go. There's an automatic ejection seat for the kids there. Opening up for, you know, the little buggers. And their backseat driving. I didn't see the radiator go. I just saw the oil pan go, but there is damage to the radiator as well. So we're going to have some sort of a overheating issue once the oil starts to disappear. Into the old Yumballard, which is going to be a thing now. And that's okay. The car's still handling well. Not particularly fast, which I think is what's helping this car to not break itself. Let's see if we can give it a quick drink, cool it down a little bit. Oh, right in the nose. That is not the way you want to land the car, and it did not like that at all. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Never mind, at least the steering's okay. A little bit spongy. A bit like trying to drive on a, you know, a trampoline or bouncy castle or something, but we'll live. Imagine those things are doable. Into the bumpy section, the heat is rising like crazy. The coolant's overheating. We need to get in this water over here, cool the engine down a little bit if we can. Oof. There you go. Okay, we're getting some water to the engine. The temperature is not going down. Oh dear. We appear to have an issue. Bit of a heat issue. There's the first lap. There's the 1.8 miles. Reduced engine torque. Well, that's handy for the car. That means it's got less of a chance to damage itself. It's got less torque. It won't be powering along quite as heavily. There's a little bit of pull into the right, just a tiny bit. I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think the engine is the more critical issue right now. There's certainly a strange tapping coming from the engine, shall we say. Okay, it's fine. It's all good. I can barely see the rocks through the smoke, but there you go. Oh, that's a bit awkward, that corner. But it's all good. Oh, we're not going very fast at all. It's struggling to get uphill. Could this be the end for the Blue Book? I think it's okay. I think it's going to make it. Here we go. You can do it. We believe in you. Do the thing. Back over 30 miles per hour, please. We can't go back over 30 miles per hour. There is no point in doing this. I think it could be all over. We have more smoke than speed. Sad times for the Gavro Blue Book. Really sad times. Oh, it might even beach itself on these jumps. Oh, fuel tank ruptured as well. Oh dear. That is the Gravel Blue Book. 2.4 miles down, and it's all over already. Oh dear. Our final victim in this episode is the Gavril Grand Marshal. This big, heavy V8 family sedan. Wow! That is rocks. Okay, this big, heavy V8 family sedan that doesn't like to steer. No, it's very much an understeery, soft, wobbly, bouncy boat. There's the bounce. Oh, and there's the boat. Heading for the beach. Get off. So it's like a cross between a cross between a Cadillac and a BMW. Basically, it embodies all the worst bits of the cars we've already run today. It doesn't like to steer at all. Are we okay there? We're a little bit bent. But I think that's superficial damage. We can get away with that. Come on, car. Go, 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 go. Whoop. Here we go. Here we go, go, go. Oh, I don't believe it. What is going on with this car? Okay. Mental note. Brake earlier. And steer earlier. Because this thing does not like corners. Although I do believe corners are the natural enemy of any American car. So it's understandable. We are on the move now. Let's try not to bounce too much. Oh, that's a big bounce. Bumper stayed on. Could have that rear bumper on. It's a major part of the aerodynamics. Oh, there we go. We are intact. Bouncing along. Oh my word. Bad things have occurred. Okay, let's get going again. Luckily we weren't on our roof, which means that there was no starvation of oil from the engine. And we can keep going. Oh, okay, speaking of being on our roof and being starved of oil. Oh, the bouncing is just so extreme. Come on, car. There we go. We're over. I can't tell if we're just bottoming out in the mud or if we've bent the chassis. We'll find out when we get onto the harder stuff. I think we were just bottoming out on the mud. Here we are back at the Yumballard. Get through there. Get through a little bit sideways. It's all good. Nice big jump coming up. No, not this one. This one. Here we go. Into the water. Bit of a splash zone. Front end of the car didn't seem to like that. Are we going to bend this car, do you think? Is that going to be its ultimate downfall? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Whoa, that was so tight. I very, very nearly hit that shipping container, but we're okay. We're through. Can't tell you how bad the steering is on this thing. On the asphalt, it just doesn't want to steer at all. On the dirt, when you start to steer, the back end just, you know, just goes for a bit of a journey all of its own. Splash through some water, get some cooling done. The rear brakes, by the way, really getting hot. Thankfully that water did cool them down. That's all good. Let's not go too hot into these corners, because as we saw, steering is a thing. Oh, right, that's good, that's good. We are going. Can we get between those two red things? There we can. And we still end up on the sand. Full lock. Car's like, no, no, I want to go over there and make sandcastles. Let's do it. Let's not do it. We're busy. We're doing things. We're going to beat that 3.8 miles or whatever it was. I forget. I'm sure it'll be on the screen somewhere. And so you'll know better than I do what the current situation is. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Here we go. We made it just. We are survivors. Oh, that's a bit of a bounce. Almost put us into that wood on the right-hand side of the ramp section there, and that would have been game over, because that is pointy. Pointy, pointy. Okay, got that bad bounce again. We've got the automatic passenger ejection there. For anybody who just doesn't stop fiddling with the radio, you know who you are. Okay, we'll survive better this time on that particular ramp. Oh, it just kicks the back into the air. Absolutely brutal. It's okay, we're still going. I seem to think we had an issue here last lap. It looked very similar to that, but oh, we're better this time. Into the mud. That should arrest our crash a little bit. The car's in pretty good condition, actually. This is going to be a good run. I can feel it now. As long as we don't get that stuck. Oh, tell me we've not got it stuck. Have we eaten some scenery? Surely not. Okay, it's out. Oh, I had a sudden sinking feeling then that we were going to be sabotaged by scenery, but no, we're still going. The car is pulling a little bit, but that might be part of its natural tendency to try and kill its occupants. Like some Stephen King-esque car. That's good. I mean, we're looking at the bottom left corner there, and all the damage appears to be related to the body. There's nothing really going on I want to be worried about, except for the fact there's smoke coming out of the car, and I don't think it's told me why there's smoke coming out of the car. Oh, a bit of a glancing blow. Well, that's good. That's balanced out the rear now. We've lost the lights on both sides. So the weight has returned to how it should be. And our good run continues. A new lap lies ahead. If we can get through here and, you know, not drown the car. This is just a slow section. I feel like the car should be absolutely powering through this. But no, it can't get up to speed at all. Here we go. Back onto the asphalt. The car doesn't sound too good. Once again, it's just off. That rear left seems to have some interesting camber on it. The rear right seems to have some interesting toe on it. And we seem to be eating something. What are we eating? Is that the front bumper? Part of the front bumper. Let's have a look. Yeah, the front bumper's there. So we're eating some sort of bodywork. I don't know where that bodywork has come from. That could be a big issue. Try and get it off. Okay, that's not coming off. That could be a problem later on. Maybe at a ramp. Oh, there we go. It's gone. That's good. So that's not going to destroy the rear wheels. Going around the corner. Back here again. See if we can once again not hit the wood. Oh, we've damaged the oil pan. So that's it now. We're on a bit of a timer. Once the oil pan's gone, that is it. Tick tock. So we need to be watching the temperature gauge in the bottom right corner. Not bouncing like that. How is the back end so bouncy on this thing? It's insane. Like a pogo sticks instead of suspension. The temperature's not rising that fast. I think we're okay. Oh, that's because we've still got oil in the engine. When the oil runs out, that's when we'll start to see the engine temperature really spike up. That's when we're going to want to be looking for any and all water we can find. Still going. It's all good. It's all good. Look, it looks great from that side. Not so much from that side. Once again, back around here. Let's avoid that bit of scenery that tried to murder us last time, because scenery is a thing. Right, steering to the slide. Oh! Okay. We hadn't hit that before. Why did that happen? Oh, I see. We've got a bit of a problem. The chassis is bent. You can just hear it catching on those ramps. So yeah, we've got a problem with the chassis itself. I think it's probably that jump that's doing it there. And anything similar. The car's pulling to the left now. Yeah, we're in trouble. It's starting to go. And you can see, by the way, the the passenger side door is now angled. That's a sign of the chassis bending, and yeah, the steering's going as well. So the days are numbered now for the Grand Marshal. And the steering, oh dear, are we bottoming out or what? I think we may be, oh, that's bending the wheels. You don't want to be landing on the side like that. Oh, we're going to miss the water, and we need the water to cool us down. There you go, we'll get this one instead. It's all good. We're about to pass 6 miles, I think. So that's a really good run. Here we go. Grand Marshal for the win. Maybe. Yeah, you could just hear the car there bottoming out on the speed bumps. Oh, it's starved the engine of oil. That's it. We're going to start to see some major issues. We've already got major issues with the steering. Come on, car. Come on. That's it. We've got oil starvation. We're starting to see engine damage. It would be... Oh! I'd say it'd be good if it'll actually finish this lap, but that was terrible. The steering has just completely gone. The steering was awful to begin with. Now it's really bad. You can see how the front left of the car is sitting really low. Come on, Grand Marshal. Is that it? Are we in trouble? We're not going to finish this lap? The whole left-hand side of the car is down. And I'm pretty sure the speed we're seeing in the speedometer is not accurate. I think that's more of a indication of how fast the wheels are spinning. Oh. Yeah, this is the end. It's over. Forget it. It's nearly done. We've got a heat warning. Can we get to a downhill section to pick some speed up? Here we go. Oh, we've lost an axle as well. The front left axle has gone. That might actually help us. I just saw the wheel go off on its own merry way. So we're not dragging that anymore. We're not going to make it to the water though, are we? Oh dear. Oh dear. So there you have it. The Grand Marshal is the hero of this particular video. But will it hold its place? Find out next time we do this. Hope you'll join me then. Until then, thanks to my Patreon. Thanks to my Discord. Details in the description down below. Be good to yourself. Be good to those around you. Bye-bye for now.